Jeff Blankman joined here today by Kegan Cilliers and also Colby Heithoff from the Coon Rapids Bear Crusaders. We're at their cross-country meet at the Coon Rapids Municipal Golf Course. Let's start off with Kegan here today. Kegan, good run for you today, a 10th place finish. How did you feel about the race today?
Oh yeah, I felt great. I was running the whole race with a good attitude, thinking like, I got this, got a good start, kept my pace in the beginning, and I just finished it off in the end, the same place.
Take us through that start of the race here today. You never want to get caught in like a pack, so it sounds like you got out to a good start.
Yeah, usually you just want to get into a corner. That's what I like to do, get in a corner and all by yourself, sprint that out as much as you can, as much as you desire, get into a good spot, then pace yourself at a good position. You don't want to start pacing yourself uphill, downhill. You want to pace yourself perfect spot and get that pace going as you're going throughout the hills and stuff.
Sound like you were able to do that today. What kind of pace did you want to run here today?
Fast but comfortable, and that's usually kind of hard for me to maintain because I'm always very tired in the beginning, but near the end I'm just hauling. That's it.
What was different for you then today that you were able to kind of maintain that pace and get out to that good start?
Well, usually there's a lot more people running, so I can keep my position and keep my pace as I'm running behind them or find that person to pick off. But this time I was running at my own pace, my own comfortability over there, and just kept it going through that.
Kind of hilly at the beginning, then it flattens out, and then a little bit of a hill there towards the end. How did you feel like you ran the hilly part of the course today?
First mile with those hills, I think I ran that a little too fast. The last hill, I felt pretty comfortable, letting out all my energy, just finished it off, good place and everything.
You did finish strong here today. Take us through kind of that finish of the race and that sprint to the finish line.
Well, I was tired and I was happy, so that emotion kind of just like overfilled me, and I just ran off without any other thoughts in my head other than I'm gonna finish right now.
Did you know you were sitting top 10 when you got to the finish line?
Yes, I did. I was talking to the coach as I was running. She would tell me the time and placement of my run.
Well, I tell you what, great job today. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you joining us.
Yep, thank you.
You bet. Let's move over now to Colby Heithoff. And Colby, good run for you today. A second place finish for you today. I think I saw you at about 7th or 8th place after the first loop here today. Yeah. So the start that you wanted here today?
Yeah, I had a pretty good start, and I was getting off to a good pace, and I was following one guy for a while, and I just kept my feet, matched with his, and then slowly as I built up, like after that first stretch, you kind of have to build up your energy again, and then you start picking people off, and then I just kept doing that until I ended up in second.
So where did you start picking people off, and how quickly did you move up? I know you got the last guy to finish in second place here towards the end, but how quickly did you start catching guys?
I think it was like 6th place, Okay. And then I was chasing one guy for a really long time, and I finally passed him. That's when there was 2 people in front of me. And then I just slowly, like at first I didn't think I was gaining on him. I was like, I don't even know if I can catch him, but I just kept pushing it, and then finally caught up to one of them. He was holding his side, I think he was hurting, and then caught up to the other guy right at the end, like you said.
So is the pace pretty good for you today as far as what kind of race you ran and how you're able to stay within yourself in a way?
Yeah, I thought I had a really strong pace. I was breathing really heavy, but what I've learned is that doesn't really matter as long as you just keep moving your feet and you can just keep going, and that's just what I did, and eventually you start picking people off, and that's what you want.
Take us through that last quarter mile or so. You had that one kid out in front of you. You were able to get him that coming after that last corner and curve.
Yeah.
So take us through how you saw him and how you planned your attack against him.
Yeah, I was slowly catching up to him, and I thought when we rounded the trees at the end that the last stretch was right after that, but it turns out it wasn't. So he took a left, and then I'm like, oh gosh, and I'm just drained. I'm like, oh, it's not the end. But then I finally just like, after we ran a little more, I'm like, you know what, I think I can catch him. There's a little downhill. I just started sprinting basically. I couldn't even feel my legs, but I just went. Ended up passing him too.
Kind of sounds like you learned a little bit about yourself today and mental toughness and being able to fight through maybe thinking you're done and being tired.
Yeah, for sure. I started learning that in track season actually, where it's like you get to the end, you can't really feel your legs, but you can still go if you just pump your arms. So that's what I do at the end of the cross-country meets. I just, like that last quarter mile, you just start going. You can't really feel it, but if you just keep pumping the arms, your legs will follow.
Happy with a second place finish here today?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, first would have been nice, but that guy was up there and I didn't think I was gonna catch him, but I'm happy with second.
You happy with the way you've been running so far this year? You've had a really good year so far.
Yep, I've been slowly improving, and it's really nice, especially at the smaller meet. I got a bigger opportunity to compete, because without the bigger schools, and it was a fun experience.
Well, I tell you what, Colby, appreciate you joining us here today. Congratulations on a
Thank
great
you.
run.